I have good news in relation to our vaccinated economy trials. You would be aware that we had said we wanted to begin from tomorrow 15 vaccinated economy trials in regional Victoria, which is much more open than Melbourne. And then we would follow that, once we got to 70%, we'd follow that with some metropolitan Melbourne trials, once Melbourne is out of the lockdown that we're in now. So I can confirm those 15 venues in 6 local government areas will operate with higher capacity and higher density limits than would otherwise be the case. They include things like a midweek race meeting at Warrnambool, all the way through to pubs and cafes, real estate agents. Martin's going to speak in a little more detail about what those 15 events and venues look like. But I want to thank in advance those businesses, those local communities, those professional associations, local government, everybody, people at the department, everybody who's worked with us to get those venues ready. That begins from tomorrow. I think you've got a list of those. That's a really important step forward. Now, we have said that Melbourne will follow, and there are a number of headline, if you like, trials that I think will be of great interest to Victorians and really are not only significant events in and of themselves, but they are a really important signal about what the next few months holds for all of us. And that is, we're going to normalise this virus, we're going to move through this difficult gateway, we're going to open up and we're going to be back doing what we do best. And that's big events and all the things that absolutely define us. The food and wine, major events, all of those things are critical to our identity, whether it's live music or horse racing and everything in between. These are the sorts of things that are critical to our identity, to thousands and indeed tens of thousands of jobs, and they're a very important part of us opening up. So I'm very pleased to be able to confirm that there will be a live music event on Saturday the 30th of October at Sidney Myer Music Bowl. I can't provide a precise number of patrons that will be allowed because there's just a bit more COVID-safe planning to be done there. But that, as part of these metro vaccinated economy trials, there will be several thousand people that, if double vaxxed, will be able to attend that live music event. That's incredibly important for them. It's incredibly important for the live music scene. We are the live music capital of our nation. They've done it very, very tough. We've been there to support them all the way through, but they want to get out and perform. They want to do what they do best, and that's to entertain and inspire, to question all of us, to be that incredibly soulful part of our city and state. So that's the 30th of October. Just a few days later, on the 2nd of November, 10,000 fans will be allowed to attend the Melbourne Cup under a whole range of zoning requirements, a very, very detailed COVID-safe plan that the VRC have put forward, and Racing Victoria as well. And indeed, the final 2 days of the Cup Carnival will be the Melbourne Cup crowd is a guaranteed crowd. It's part of the trial. We would hope we have then, by that stage, passed 80% double dose, and we can, at that point, confirm that the last 2 events of the Carnival, the Melbourne Cup Carnival, Oaks Day and Stakes Day, will also have crowds of up to 10,000 people with the same COVID-safe, predominantly outdoors, zoned into, I think, 5 different areas. But this is all about those sorts of events being back. Us as a state, an economy and a community being open, and us having done everything we can in our fight against this virus, having stuck together, having looked out for each other, having got vaccinated. That's the most important part. These are just a few announcements today. There will be many more in terms of other metropolitan Melbourne trials, but whether you're a racegoer or not, whether you're a fan of that sport or not, that'll be a really important day for every single Victorian, I think, and send a message to the rest of the country and indeed the world about the fact that we are open. More opening to do still beyond that, but that our roadmap is absolutely our way through this, and that the roadmap is predicated and based and dependent on people getting vaccinated. Please go to the website. There are thousands of appointments available for the next seven days, both first dose and second dose, plus there's your GP, plus there's your community pharmacist. It's only a couple of weeks to go. I'm so proud of everything that Victorians have done, everything that Victorians have given. It is humbling to watch and see just how so many acts of kindness, people looking out for each other, people understanding that we are all in this together and that we'll get through it together. But getting vaccinated is absolutely the key. So I would encourage people, and the numbers are terrific. The numbers are growing every single day. To have almost 40,000 jabs administered in state hubs alone yesterday is a very, very big Saturday. And it's a credit to all of those who are doing that vaccinating work, and of course, none more so than those who are making appointments and turning up. It is our way out. And these are just some very significant, but some announcements, and there'll be many more as we fill this out with many more metropolitan Melbourne trials. But given the size and the significance of these events, both live music at the Bowl for thousands of people and Melbourne Cup and the Carnival, really, other than Derby Day, with tens of thousands of people, that's what Melbourne and Victoria is all about. And it's proof positive that getting vaccinated means we can open up, and indeed we will.